A few months ago, I moved from Shanghai to Shenzhen for work. I went from one big city to another, chasing career opportunities. But after leaving my job, I decided to leave the big city life behind and move to a smaller city to see if I could find a different way of living. On a rainy day like this, most people would rather stay inside. But delivery workers are still out there. They ride through the rain, delivering food and packages all around the city. For many delivery workers, each order pays less than $1, but they keep going, one delivery after another, just trying to make a living in a city like Shenzhen. Sometimes we don't realize how much work goes into the convenience we enjoy every day. I'm finally back home, and the rain stopped too. I chose this apartment because the rent was cheaper. There was actually a company right next to my apartment. They rented most of the rooms on this floor, except mine. I signed a 1-year lease here. If I left early, I had to pay an extra month's rent as a penalty. To avoid that fee, I moved to another apartment from the same company, but this time, I only signed a 3-month lease. After 3 months, I'll finally have more freedom to choose where I want to live next. I'm going to lie down for a while before packing. Just thinking about packing everything already gives me a headache. Moving is such a tiring thing, especially when you're moving to another city. Let me show you my apartment before I leave. When you walk in, there's a small kitchen right by the entrance. Across from it is the bathroom. And this is the main living area. It's basically a studio apartment, so there's no separate bedroom or living room. I put my desk next to the window, so this is where I usually work. This apartment costs about $550 a month in Shenzhen. It's located in a pretty old residential community. Okay, I really need to start packing now. I can't keep procrastinating or I won't be able to leave tomorrow. I'll start by taking all my clothes out of the closet. I'm planning to ship my luggage to my new apartment ahead of time so I can travel light tomorrow. But honestly, organizing things is not my strength. Looking at this huge pile of stuff already gives me a headache. I still have so many clothes that I haven't taken out yet. How am I supposed to pack all of this? Honestly, I have no idea where to start. I always feel like other people can fit the same amount of stuff into one suitcase, but somehow I need 2 or 3. Maybe I really need to hire someone who knows how to organize things. Otherwise, I feel completely stuck. I found a professional organizer online. For about $20, she can help me pack everything into boxes. I asked the professional organizer to help me sort and pack everything. Since it's summer right now, I put all my winter clothes into separate boxes, so I won't need to open them anytime soon. This will also make my next move much easier. While organizing everything, she showed me where each item was packed and what was inside each box. I have 2 suitcases and 1 backpack. She also suggested that I buy 3 extra cardboard boxes to fit everything. I'm thinking about shipping the boxes in my large suitcase ahead of time. That way, I can just travel with my backpack and a small suitcase tomorrow. Everything is finally packed. I've just handed over these 3 boxes and my biggest suitcase to the courier. They're being shipped to my new apartment. Now, I only have this small suitcase and my backpack with me. Okay, I'm ready to go. It's time to say goodbye to this place, where I've lived for the past 3 months. I'm at the airport now. My credit card gives me access to the airport lounge, so I'm getting a free lunch before my flight. I'm ordering beef noodles and some braised pork. It actually tastes pretty good. Maybe free food always tastes better. After lunch, I'm on my way to my new city, and this also means saying goodbye to Shenzhen. I don't think I've told you where I'm going next. I'm moving to Chengdu. Maybe you don't know much about Chengdu, but you probably know pandas. Chengdu is famous for being the home of pandas. Compared with cities like Shanghai and Shenzhen, Chengdu has a much slower pace of life. It's still a growing city, but the cost of living is much lower than the biggest cities in China. After years of chasing opportunities in big cities, I want to try a different way of living and see if this is the life I've been looking for. The airport in Chengdu is actually quite far from my apartment. It takes me more than an hour by subway to get there. Now, I'm finally on my way to my new home. I found this apartment online. The property manager sent me a video of the place before I rented it. Hopefully, it looks just as good in real life as it did in the video. Chengdu is still pretty hot. It's not just the heat, but also the humidity. The moment I walked out of the subway station, I could feel the heat coming at me. Luckily, my apartment isn't too far from the station. It's about a 10-minute walk. I'm finally here. This is the apartment I rented. The space is actually bigger than I expected, but the lighting isn't as good as I hoped. My luggage won't arrive until tomorrow, so tonight, I don't even have my bedding or a pillow. Looks like my first night in Chengdu is going to be a little different. I'll find a place to take a shower and get some rest.